Hello, my good friends. This is Chaos Angel here, also known as Lord Omni, and I'm back at it again with another flipping reaction for you. And we're about to go ahead and get back into some Sonic goodness. So let's get it. So, yeah. The last time that I saw of Sonic, it wasn't really looking all too great, per se. We have some new Sonic gameplay that I am fairly late in reacting. Have to forgive me. Work has been progressively rough. And yeah, let me stop you right there. So, hey guys, this is Chaos in the, well, I guess present, if you can consider it being that. I am leaving this little message here because I was actually held up for quite a bit due to work obligations, and then not to mention the fact that I actually just recently came back from a little family reunion trip. Literally just recently. Technically speaking, a couple of days. I came back at around Sunday afternoon and so on and so forth, and was resting up when it came to it. And I'm just now getting to actually editing all of these videos. And yeah, all of these videos. I actually have other videos that I reacted to before this trip, and actually way before this trip, where the whole entire explanation with my work obligation came into play and was also holding me up when it came to it. But that is neither here nor there. Point is that I apologize for being late when it comes to these videos that I am currently coming out with right now. And either way, I just hope that you enjoy the reaction for what it is worth. With that, back to the video. To say the least, for the past couple of weeks, and it's been essentially making me fairly exhausted for me to really even do anything when it comes to making videos and just editing in general. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and get into some of the business with Sonic and see what we got goings on. And hopefully much of what we see here changes my mind. So with that, let's get into it. Okay. Quality is still not exactly picture perfect, but hey, what can you do? Alright, we got more grind railing. Hey, yo, hold on a minute. Sonic was actually able to make a curved turn during a boost? Oh, holy shit, wait a second. I need to see that shit again. That was smooth as fuck. Okay, the jumping from side to side on the ground rails actually looks a lot better for that second. Are those Chow? The tricks still need a little bit of work. That was weird, but all right. All right, we're getting some combat. Excuse me, what? Did Sonic just do a freaking Royal Guard? What? Okay, I actually like the lights that are following after Sonic. That actually looks pretty good. But the trick system still needs a little bit of work when it comes to its animations, though. Okay. The animations on that thing is actually really good. Yo, I'm really loving the dodges when it comes to it. However, I did see one moment where, like, Sonic was just for a second standing still. This enemy looks very interesting. Okay, so that squiggly line that you got going over there, each time that I see it, it's whenever the enemy attacks. Sonic just did a freaking boost in a complete circle, dude. Holy shit, that was like the smoothest freaking, like, circle I have ever seen. Okay. Okay. As far as combat is concerned, it's looking a lot better. What the fuck was all of that? No, seriously, hold on a minute. What the fuck was all of that, dude? Sonic just literally, like, in midair, dodged in a complete, like the camera movement was very interesting. I need to see that again. Okay. Okay, I think I know exactly how this puzzle works. That's actually very interesting and a nice way to use homing attack. I actually like that. I like that. That's a very nice way to use homing attack. Using the homing attack for actual platforming? Yes. Yes. Now, I saw that you could use this thing. Okay, you're answering my question. Thank you. Because it's like, I saw that you could use this thing on multiple enemies, so it's like you could probably do that in a much wider area in comparison. Some aspects here. There was something very interesting in key points that caught my attention. This right here, flipping was... I have no idea what in the world this was. Was this like a mid-air dodge? Like, look at this shit. He freaking literally jumps again, but literally just like the camera just brings him all the way to the other side of the enemy in order to do a homing attack. What the fuck was that? Like, yo. And then another area that actually caught my interest was the fact that Sonic can actually freaking do a full-on degree turn. But even go so far as to, like, smoothly glide on an incline, a curve, instead of having to use drift in order to actually do some of these turns. It was quite possibly the smoothest turn I've ever fucking seen. And he did it while doing a short-term boost. Like, dude, look at that shit. That's smooth as fuck. Dude, that was clean. That was clean. That was actually legit clean. I am not gonna lie. That is actually legit clean, bruh. Okay, so far, I am actually liking the direction that this is going at the moment. Like, there are still a lot of things that I'm still apprehensive about, but it's like I'm really liking some aspects of where this game is going. It's actually giving me just a bit more confidence in it when it comes down to it.
The fact that Sonic is actually able to do a full-on degree turn while it's even boosting has colored me surprised, and I can only imagine that that is most likely due to the fact that they lowered the actual like speed in which the boost, the power of the speed in which the boost gives you in the long run. So, and not to mention the fact that the boost in and of itself in this game is more so a temporary boost. It's not a boost that you can really hold, which is one thing that I noticed all throughout this this game. And I actually find that to be very appropriate because for a game that is not actually open world but actually open zone for what we have learned thus far, this using just a small temporary boost seems to be very fair. I find that to be very fair, honestly. Another thing that I find very interesting is the fact that Sonic has essentially a freaking Royal Guard or a counter in this game. Even to go so far, the freaking pose even looks very familiar to me when it comes to it. That's very hilarious. So it's like Sonic is definitely going to have quite this skill tree for what it seems on the number of moves that he's actually able to do in this game. And I'm actually very curious on where that goes. The enemy variety seems to be very in depth. We have like some kind of enemy that I just cannot understand the design of it, but it's very interesting to say the least. And one of the many things I noticed is that for some enemies, they actually have a lot more animations than I initially imagined at first, or just thought when it came to it. Many the two enemies that we pretty much saw in this actual gameplay showcase, or just gameplay video in and of itself, has really displayed much of the combat and the enemy variety of exactly how to tackle said enemies. You have like literal air dodges that Sonic can do, which in terms of the animation still need a little bit of work, because it's like I did see like a frame wherein Sonic was literally just standing still, and that seemed a little bit off-putting. But I was really colored surprised by how there was actually some form of improvement. I can only imagine that in comparison to when we first saw it, it most likely really was an early build of the game that IGN played, and I still don't know exactly what build this is. This may very well still be an earlier build in comparison to what the final game will be like. And as far as I know, I mean, it's not really all too surprising. Sonic Unleashed did have like many different builds when we actually saw trailers for it. It's just that in light of the development when it came to Sonic Unleashed as well as this game in comparison, I mean, sure enough, this one has a more openness to it in comparison to that of Sonic Unleashed. So it's like trying to compare the two in terms of actual length and development is not exactly fair when it comes to it. However, I still find that many of what I see here is shaping to look pretty good to say the least. But there are still some areas of contention that I don't really find exactly all that great when it comes to the animation side of things for Sonic. Still hoping for that to be touched up. But besides all of that, it doesn't really look too shabby, man. I'm liking where it's going. So yeah, that was quite the interesting viewing of the Sonic gameplay that we have so far. We are not too far away from Sonic's birthday, so I am kind of expecting to see some more stuff coming out as the days continue, or just as this month continues. I really am hoping to see a lot more, and also to see a little bit better in terms of quality. I would very much appreciate it if you guys can actually give me a good emphasis of how this game will really look like in terms of its fidelity, because it's like with how things are in terms of the recording of said gameplay, it tends to make it a little bit rough, and I can only imagine that this game looks a lot better like in person than what we're actually seeing in these videos. So if you can just give us a good representation of that, I would very much appreciate it. But all in all, I'm definitely liking where some parts of this is going and what we have been learning so far when it comes to the whole cyberspace type deal, as far as the linear stages that that they have in mind for us, because of how this game is more so an open zone and not really an open world. I really feel like this is definitely going to have some promise. I will admit, I am definitely having a change of mind in what I am seeing here in terms of impression. So that is about it. That is about it for me. With that in mind, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. There is more to come. There is more to come. With that in mind, you have a very nice day, nice night, nice morning, nice afternoon, all that good nonsense, and I shall catch you in the next one. Deuces. And take care.